Assalamu alaikum. Can you please introduce yourself?
Walaikum Assalam. My name is Barsha Khan. I teach digital technologies from lower school, in lower school and upper school, and I'm a web trainer as well.
So the first question I have for you is, how has your use of social media and technology changed in recent years? Have you noticed any shifts in your behavior or preferences?
Social media has become a very integral part of our lives nowadays. Everybody is addicted to it in a way. So at first it used to be just for having fun and everything, but now it has become an addiction. So yeah.
The second question I have is, how do you balance using social media and taking time for yourself? Have you ever felt the need to disconnect?
Anything that is done in abundance is not a good thing. So I definitely believe that no one should be overusing social media, and everybody should take a break when they're using it a lot. So I do that a lot. I don't use social media at night because it keeps me up. And but now I read books instead. I read a book at night, so that helps me a lot. So that helps me in detoxing.
The third question I have is, how concerned are you about your privacy and data security while using social media?
Privacy and security is very important factor, and everybody who's using social media should be very careful with it. Not share the places that they are visiting, or sharing their personal information or their personal photographs where they are going. So it is very crucial, because nowadays with age and with all the technical and with so much advancement, it has become very crucial that we monitor our security and our usage of social media.
So a counter question to that is, what steps do you take to protect your personal information?
Yeah, I personally do this as well, and encourage everybody as well not to share our personal information on any social media, and not to use the same password for all our social media, for all our emails and everything. And what else can we do? Never share your locations, never share your pictures with people. Yeah.
Fourth question is, can you talk about a time when social media or technology impacted your mental health, either positively or negatively?
All right. Like I said, that we are a very big family, and we are all over the world. So it becomes very easy for us to use social media positively, because we can stay in touch with each other. We can see what each other, which like I have 5 sisters. We can see what everyone is doing, and I can relate to what they are doing. Negative impact. I felt that every time when I go on my Instagram, I see that people are buying such beautiful things, and people are living such pretty lives. So it does make me feel many times that maybe I'm missing out on something, and this whole FOMO thing has created a very negative effect. But again, this can be contained, can be channeled, if we use our social media with responsibility.
The fifth question is, have you developed any mindful practices around your social media usage?
All right, I have started to believe this thing, that people only portray the good side of their life on social media. So whatever we see is not real, so don't get affected by it a lot. And most importantly, don't scroll, interact with people. Just scrolling and liking somebody's profile or picture, that makes no sense. So we should interact with whatever social media connectivity we have with people.
So the next question is, students sharing personal data across social platforms has become more common lately. How can schools, the IT department, and even parents help ensure their privacy and cybersecurity? What are the main challenges in this area?
All right, I think our students are not digital literate, because most of them don't know that whatever they're sharing, what impact will it have with what is being shared and what is being looked at by people. So digital literacy plays a very key role over here. Reinforcement, reminding of use of internet properly, use of what information you're sharing should be there, and there should always be this should be thought every time, that if somebody's getting bullied, if somebody's getting any sort of somebody's causing them a problem, they should speak with a responsible adult. This responsible adult can be anyone. It can be your friend, it can be your family member, it can be a teacher. So these sort of channels should always be open for communication, and people should be informed, and they should be digital literate about it.
Okay, so the next question is, how do you see the link between social media and mental health, particularly amongst the younger generation? Are there ways that technology could benefit rather than harm their mental health?
All right, anything that we use in abundance is negative. So right now our youth is consumed, not using, consumed with these digital devices and social media. Presence on social media has become so important for them that now, instead of worrying about what people are like, what they're going to share and be happy about it, they're worried about how they're going to be perceived by people, how people are going to look at them. So this has become a very troubling thing, and this is affecting our youth, and it's playing a very negative role on their mental health.
So the eighth question is, since social media and technology are constantly changing, how do you think they will impact education in the next few decades?
All right. In the AI has become very, very advanced. Generative AI is being used in every field of life, making a quiz, making a PowerPoint presentation, making an assignment, making whatever. So it is going to be very crucial. It is going to be a very big part of our life. So we need to educate ourselves that this generative AI that we're using, the predictive AI we can use in future, how are we going to use it, and how are we going to make it a positive effect instead of, making it a cheating tool. So it's going to be there.
The next question is, how do you incorporate digital literacy into your lessons? How do you teach students to evaluate the credibility of social media?
So at the start of every term, in each term we introduce a new tool for our students to use. We bring new projects for them. So every tool we try to incorporate in our students' curriculum. We make sure that we give them this digital literacy about that particular tool, that what benefits comes from that, and if not used properly, how it can cause damage and how it can be a problem. So according to the tool that we're using, we educate our students that let's suppose we're making a poster. Are we stealing somebody's intellectual property? Are we posting something on social media? What are the disadvantages that can be faced during that process? So with each tool that we introduce each term, we educate our students that how they can be using it properly and not misusing it.
The last question is, do you think the increased use of digital devices in education will have a long-term impact on students' critical thinking and problem-solving skills?
I think definitely, because when we write using digital devices, electronic devices, critical thinking is part of that. Even if I'm using artificial intelligence, because people believe that if somebody is copying pasting something from artificial intelligence, it is cheating. No, even copying pasting requires critical thinking for me, and I think that to quote what we're taking from something, so it will enhance our critical thinking in future, and it's going to be very an integral part.